Hey everyone. I'm here to address kind of like some concerns I have for Resident Evil 4 Remake. I am looking forward to the game. Now, I'm personally going to hold my excitement for it just because I was kind of burned out from being very disappointed with Resident Evil 3 Remake. Unfortunately, I did drop my hard-earned money on Resident Evil 3 Remake, and I felt like Capcom ripped me off with Resident Evil 3 Remake. So, this is what I personally think is going to happen with Resident Evil 4 Remake. I think it's going to be a lot better than Resident Evil 3. I think it's going to be just as good as Resident Evil 2 Remake or better. With that being said, I have a tad bit of concerns with this. Because I looked at all the changes they've been talking about with this game, and the one thing that kind of concerns me, and I hope my concern is put to rest when I finally play this game fully. They mentioned something about a predator mode. You know, apparently there's supposed to be some creature that stalks you within the game or something like that. Which, okay, I'm okay with that premise. The problem is, like, is it going to be so much that it's going to be redundant? You know, like, are they going to use it too much where it's a pain in the ass? You know? And that's really the only thing that I'm concerned about, is that one factor. Other than that, I do believe this is going to be a really fun and awesome, amazing game. I don't mind the knife breaking in Resident Evil 4 Remake. In fact, actually, that to me sounds like it's going to be a lot more challenging than the original because, you know, the knife just doesn't break in the original game. So I kind of like that approach. And for me, I hope that there's more elements that'll actually scare the utter crap out of me. You know, I don't care if the enemies drop ammo almost out of abundance out of them. If I can get some moments where the game scares the utter crap out of me, then it's done its job for me, in my personal opinion. Now, I do believe that there's going to be some options in the game, you know, kind of like all the Resident Evil games. You know, there's the standard difficulty and then there's hardcore difficulty, you know, for old Resident Evil veterans like me. I believe that's going to be added to the game to make it a lot more challenging. And if that's the case, I'm probably going to go for that because I always like challenges in my video games. Now, there are certain challenges I will never, ever do. You know, let me give you one example. Super Meat Boy, I'm never going to beat that game. That game is way too unforgiving. It's way too hard in my personal opinion. I'm never going to complete it. And trying to do the Legend of Heroes games on harder difficulties, you're not going to catch me dead trying to beat those on those difficulties because they make it way too insanely hard in my personal opinion. Like, it's okay to make the game challenging, but when you make certain game genres way too artificially difficult, I think they need to find a different way to balance games because the game difficulties are sometimes way too unfair and and they punish you way too much. And that's just my personal opinion. You know? Like, I'm not a casual gamer that wants everything handed to me on a silver platter. I'm not that kind of person. I do like some challenge in a game. And if Capcom, for me, can at least present me a challenge and maybe throw in some elements where I get scared the crap out of, then I'm probably going to continue to get the remakes. With that being said, though, if I feel, after I beat Resident Evil 4 Remake, if I feel the need to criticize Capcom, I will criticize them. Because I'm the type of person that is very vocal when it comes to criticizing, stuff like corporations, that kind of thing. I will be there to criticize you very harshly, Capcom. If you really fuck up, I don't think they're going to fuck up as bad as Resident Evil 3 Remake, but just in case they do, yeah, I will make a video about it. But as far as I know, looks like the gameplay is going to be fun, and I like a lot of the changes they made. And that includes adding, there's supposed to be like certain extra missions you can do. I like that. I do. And I like the fact that I don't have to escort Ashley everywhere and keep babysitting her. I like the fact that you can actually put her in a safe house somewhere and clear all the guards. That is a very, very nice change. I do like that. So I want you to leave your opinions down below in the comment section. How you feel about the Resident Evil 4 remake. But I do got a good feeling about it. And if you're wondering, I did not spend my hard-earned full money. I did not spend $60+ tax Canadian for this game. I did have a lot of help with purchasing this game. So, in either way, I'm not really going to feel like I'm being ripped off here in this case. Well, anyways, I'm finished.